Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the 3rd seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Looking to pass here on second down. Gets rid of it on the move. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
And the Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Was good.
They hit it behind the line, and out comes the football. Recovered by the defense. Headed the other way.
I was on my best.
Touchdown. He doesn't run out of oxygen. Touchdown, Bama. And the defense joins the party with a score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football. And it's a great spot to start this drive. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Looking to throw it on first down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
And with the sack on first down, it's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's third down for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Game makes it second and medium. And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Boy, snap to the back. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's moving out of the pocket now. Good protection there. Now finally throws it to the right. Oh, and he makes the catch out of the 10.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Alabama. Strong game by this quarterback. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but cost the offense 5 yards in field position. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Fourth down, look at a throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Flips it with the running back, but he's got work to do. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Handoff here from the shotgun. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
Okay, ready? Second down play coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Crucial third down play right here. And the back now goes in motion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Nittany Lions will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking to scramble. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Second down and goal upcoming. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pass rush closing in. And he's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. It looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got his man wide open. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
With the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. He's inside the 10 now. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the grab, and he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. And the Nittany Lions come up to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the right here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Running play called on 3rd and short. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions come to the line with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Snags a good throw. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. From the shotgun, drops back. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? To 30. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. They go with a direct snap. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Escapes the pocket. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They get the second half started with their running play. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
He's moving out of the pocket. Caught in the flat by the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Offense getting set. It's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Makes a quick grab. They got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And, Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Will take the lead in the 2nd half. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
They knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Offense in hurry-up mode. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks loose now into the open field. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they'll set up the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off here. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness. Keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down here for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. critical third down play for this offense right here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. He's picked for a third time tonight. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Short pass finds the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. Toss play. Back heads to his right. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here's the 2nd down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Jukes the defender, gets brought down after a solid game.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
3rd down play for this offense. Linebacker shifting around now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Inside the 30 now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Second and goal for the offense. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Look at him run through those tacklers. And he steps out of bounds, but that's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense moving into a bunch formation. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he flings it out to the left. He had all day to throw. And a huge gain across midfield all the way to the 40-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give him that opportunity.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds his man. It's Romero. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
The ball across the 35.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call. Just keep working that clock.
The Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. In the clear at the 25. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they'll set up with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this... They've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Ball handed off.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, and he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Direct snap to the back. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Goal line formation for the defense. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Another handoff to him on second and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Looking for the wideout. The ball is picked off. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Get some space around the 30. Touchdown, Penn State. And this one is getting ugly. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. An important 9 yards gain there. Brings up just 3rd and 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They go with a direct snap. You'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Trying to extend the play. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Oh, man, saying, Chris. I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. The Nittany Lions trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? That's it. It's official. We have our national champion.
What happened? Hey, Ben.